Hello, Internet, and thank you very much for tuning into the Cloud Native FM podcast. And once again, another live stream, exclusive coverage, once again from London. I think the London is a city where the very awesome events being hosted. And today we're chasing platform engineering because today is event hosted by Humanitech or the PlatformCon by the platform engineering community. Is a very flourished event. It's happening, I think, in across the cities, London, New York, Sao Paulo, Paris, and it's been shifted between the cities. So today's our live coverage is coming from straight from London, and my friend, as always, Richard, with me live from the showcase area. Richard, you are live once again on Cloud Therapist and Cloud.
Hey, hello everybody. Good evening. Hope you can hear me okay. Everybody good?
Awesome, wonderful. Richard, tell us a little bit brief about where you are standing, something about building, and what we're covering today. Awesome edition of
Yeah,
Platform.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'm at PlatformCon London. You may recall, everybody, that last year's live stream we started it on the London Bridge, on the Millennium Bridge in
Yeah.
London, which is not too far from the location where I'm at the moment. And yeah, I think it was a good start when we did that. Unfortunately, we're kind of a little bit busy this particular year, so we've not been able to do that. However, we will be kicking off a little bit of a showcase call, so we're going to have a look around in a minute, and then we have a review coming up as well. So we're going to do that and arrange that in the next hopefully 5 to 10 minutes as well. Just have a little conversation with a few folks that are going to be joining us, and we're going to chat to them. And yeah, let's just kind of find out a little bit more about the PlatformCon London, see what's been happening here, what have been the talks about, what's been some of the main themes of the discussion, where platform engineering is in general, and things like that as well. So there you go.
Absolutely, and I think platform engineering is a bread and butter for our YouTube channel as well. Now, Richard, don't forget, and it's time to little bit of celebration if you're actually able to do this with me, because on the Cloud Native FM and Cloud Therapist YouTube channel, we able to complete our legendary and iconic series, Code to Culture Platform Engineering.
Yes.
This series contains six episodes featuring stellar guests. Very and some of the author of some of the certifications as well. Some of the builders appreciate the tools like I learned
Yes, indeed.
so it's been come from the customer, community, vendors, builder perspective, and we're able to
Yes.
actually extract a six-part series like that. So give us a little bit about that. From you. It's a it's a very I don't know it's something clicking behind the scenes. The sound is getting louder, but now it's getting fainter. I can hear you again
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we eventually finished the series. So, episode 6 was released this week on the Cloud Therapist channel. So that was the episode that was going to go on my channel. I was going to be the last one in the series. So that's out. So the whole series of 6 episodes on platform engineering for the enterprise is all out and available. There is a playlist on my channel, so you can go and have a look at that. All 6 episodes. I've linked same stars, 3 episodes from Cloud Native FM as well. It was interesting and tricky to do that, but I did manage to do it eventually. Yeah, so that was good. Looks like they're celebrating with a DJ party here, which is, I think, quite appropriate considering we've finished our 6-part series as well. So there you go.
That's a very right time as we talking about it. Richard, when you're back home, we definitely invite some DJs for our channel because we did some great work on the channel as well. So once again, friends, if you go, here's the link for the platform London PlatformCon. So what do we do? This event is running actually for a while.
Yeah, you're going to have to speak up a bit because it's quite noisy here. There's a prize giveaway. Let me just show you what's happening. Here's the DJ rocking away. Okay, there's the DJ. There's a prize giveaway at the harness stand, I think. Just bear with me. Let me see if I can find folks here. What's happening?
Uh,
Hopefully you can see there's a prize giveaway going on at the harness stand.
but actually,
There's a massive crowd here of people who've all
seems
gathered.
like seems like they actually is one. It's a very what actually the give. Do you know what they actually giving? What sort of the swag it is?
It looks like it's some kind of Star Wars ship, I think, some kind of starfighter, something from Star Wars, I think, if I can make it out. So that's happening there. Yeah, and you can see that's the crowd of people. And there's the, I think it might be the Mandalorian ship or something, I'm not sure. But anyway, there's all the Mandalorian fans. Okay, numbers are being read out, and then I presume tickets are being given. So let's walk around a little bit, show you the rest of the area here. So as I said to you, they've actually opened up the site that used to be media only. They've actually opened it up here. So there's more stands. Unfortunately, most people have now sort of left their stands. So as you can see, people have packed up. Lots of boxes that need to go back. Jacket, somebody forgot their jacket. Some drinks. So latitude. There you go. That's kind of, that was just the sitting area there. Lots more happening here. 0.5 AI efficiency OS. Postman. Got some nice food being given away here, which is quite good. There we go. There's some lovely food being given away. Microsoft, AI-powered platforms. Our friends from Nemata are here. So Jim is here. Say hello. Good. There's Jim. He's packing away. Everybody's packing away. That's Nemata.
Nice
Dash
to see
Zero. Yeah, Dash Zero here. Got the Coda guys here as well. I'm going to see if Eric is available so we can get him into the live stream as well. So just bear with me. I'm just going to see if I can get him in. I can see him here, but I'm not sure if he's available now. So let me just see if I can have a quick word with him. Can you still hear me okay?
Yes, Richard, I can still hear you.
Okay. Okay, good. Sorry, I'm having to do that because I can barely hear myself thinking here, so loud. It's a deep conversation, so we'll come back a little bit. Let's just go around a bit. All the sessions have now finished. They had, I think, a panel discussion where our resident co-host for the Counterculture series, Courtney Nickerson, was on hand. So she was part of the panel. And as you can see now, everybody's having a drink, which is really what I should be doing as well. Just walk around a little bit more. Show all the areas here. Yeah, there's more exhibitors. That's the entrance, by the way. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. That's the entrance. Some people leaving. Yeah. Okay. So, and yeah, there was a lot more exhibitors this year, which was good. So even Clearroot was actually here. You got Port, Cloudsmith, of course. You got Firefly, which I think they were here last year as well. I think we did an interview with Firefly last year.
Yes, we did.
You had a number of workshops. So the Dojo, Platform Dojo was there. Platform Garage was there as well. I don't know if you can see that. You can see that. There we go. Is all the text appearing correctly to you, Saeem? Saying, is the text appearing correctly to you, or is it appearing backwards?
I think it's correctly left from right. I can easily read this
Okay,
out.
so it's okay. So it's not okay because I'm seeing it backwards on mine for some reason. So okay, never mind. As long as you can read it, that's good. That's a good thing.
Oh,
Teleporter here.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. Teleporter here. Depot is here. Depot.dev.
I don't know
Even
about
Red Hat actually joined in. Even
that's
Red Hat joined in. So if they're around, we'll try and do a little mini showcase call later. We can. Let me see if I can get back to Coda. We can get them onto the conversation. So maybe we can get them round.
Richard. Vulture is actually I
Yeah.
spot the Vulture. Last time I did some booth interviews with them. Vulture. It's a very good
Uh-huh.
solution. So
Yes. Oh,
also here.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Okay. Okay. Can you still hear me okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, Eric is in deep conversation at the moment, so maybe we can catch him. Maybe we can catch him later on. Okay. I think we need to go back now because we want to respect the time of Courtney and everybody else. Johan is here from Chain Guard. Say hello, Johan. Hey,
Hello,
there he
Jay.
is.
Nice to see them.
Adrian wasn't around here actually, so I did look for him, but he wasn't around. So probably Adrian's not available. Okay, same. So we're going to just have a quick seat. We got our guests available.
Richard, I lost you, I think. I think I lost Richard for some reason. But I will join him again in a minute while he actually introduces our panel guest for today's live stream because we have some very good guests from the platform engineering community will be joining on the stream as well. So that will be very cool to hear about some of the things been happening in the ecosystem on the platform engineering side. Richard, I lost you and now you join in again.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, Richard, I can hear you. I can see.
Okay, good, good, good. Yeah. Yeah. We've got Mauricio and we've got Courtney who are going to join us for the quick conversation. So they're having a little chat and we're going to join them in a second. Now, I do have a little problem on here. So let me see if this is going to work or not. I'm not really sure how to. Okay, I'm just going to wait and let me know if I drop out any second now. Okay, just give me a sec and let me know if I drop out and if you lose the camera and you lose the video and the audio. Yeah, so let me know any second now. Just going to do a quick test here because I think I've got a problem with my settings. But let me see if this is going to work. Okay, so just bear with me. Just bear with me. Let me see what happens. We're going to start it in a minute. Yeah.
Sure. No.
Okay.
While you've been setting this stuff up, I will give a little bit of perspective to our viewers about the PlatformCon as well, because I think it started in 2022, the PlatformCon, and it's been run, and it's been a wonderful community, like the platform engineering community. They have always have some very good talks around that as well.
Same. Can you still hear me?
Yes, Richard, I can still hear you.
Okay, hold on. I need to do this test, so just bear with me. I'm going to just ask again if you can hear me in a second. Can you still hear me?
Yes, absolutely, I can hear you.
Okay, one more test, so just bear with me. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can still hear you.
Oh, good.
I can hear you still, and I lost you, I think, for some reason. Okay, so here's the link for the coverage for today. If you go to the platformcon.com, you can see the live agenda for this event as well. And I think that one of the great thing about this event, it's been happening in so many different places. And I think it started as a very small event. It started a platform engineering community, and now it's exceed the barriers. Have been is transitioning from one cities to more than I think 2-3 cities happening. I think last time it held in 5 different cities across the June timeframe, and today I think they've been happening in London. I think it's happening same week. It's happening in New York. Then it's go to the Paris and Sao Paulo, Sydney, and San Francisco Valley area as well. Richard, I lost you, and now you join me again.
Okay, I'm back on again. Okay, good, good, good. All right. So I think we're going to do it this way. We're just going to kick off the conversation, okay? And I'm just going to hold the mic, and then we can go. We can go from there. Okay.
Okay, Richard.
All right. Just bear with me. All right. All right. So, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know what it is. Look, completely lost the track of time. I hope you guys are okay. Good, good, good. All right. I'm going to have a seat next to you, if that's okay. If you can move over a little bit, and then. All right. Here we go. So, okay. So, how was the event?
Yeah, today was fantastic. This is my first time being at a PlatformCon live event. There were far more people than I expected. Lots of conversations going on about all different types of things, fundamentals and foundations of platform engineering and where people are in their journey, as well as AI and now the concept of an agentic platform, which seemed to have a lot of people's attention, and security concerns across the board, which is nice for once, to see people thinking security first, because that's always been such a hard push to shift anything left. So it's been a good day.
Fantastic. So that was Courtney Nickerson, by the way, guys, for anybody who's wondering. You had a last talk, did you not? You had a last panel?
I did, and Nikki Watts stopped by. She was planning to speak with you also, but then she had to leave. But we had the closing panel. It was great. We talked a little bit about what people were talking about today. We talked a little bit about what's going on to build platforms, and then we kind of wrapped it up with the future of platform engineering and what that may or may not look like.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's turn over to
Mauricio. Yeah. Mauricio Salatino. Yes. Yeah. Great event. Like interesting conversations. It's kind of like fun to see the industry trying to figure out what to do next with all this agentic stuff. But yeah, same. Like I guess that the same bottom line is like security, observability, getting the foundations right. It's pretty like center of the conversation. Besides all the innovation that is happening, kind of like with all the new tools that are popping up. So. Yeah, very interesting to see. Very good conversations overall.
Fantastic. And what about any sort of conversations around AI? What did you pick up on today?
So I think that like it's all about like how do you build harnesses, how do you control what LLMs do, how do you bring that into more like a platform thinking approach? Because like at the end of the day, again, you need to observe what these things are doing. You need to secure them, and I think that like it becomes kind of like more of the same. Like we should keep doing whatever we were doing before, but now we need to take AI and agents into consideration. So yeah, again, it's like build the fundamentals, you will be fine, and plan for the worst. Try to have alternatives for things so you can replace things if things go south.
Right. So I have a question for you, Maurice. Might find this Marissa might find this interesting. So we were talking on the last episode that we did on our platform engineering series, and we were saying platform engineers may actually have to now talk to AI agents as well as humans and be able to serve both in terms of their requirements. Do you see that coming through?
Oh yeah. That's definitely a thing, right? Like so, there was this presentation by Casper from Dash Zero who was basically saying that there is a new persona for the platforms, right? And those are agents that have like a slightly different requirements that you need to cover and you need to understand. So in the same way that we needed to understand how developers worked in the past, now we need to understand what agents need and how do we enable them to run better against our platform interfaces. I think that's totally valid. Like that's a valid approach here.
Fantastic. And Courtney, what did you pick up on in terms of AI stuff today?
My favorite topic of today was how platform teams may end up having to serve non-technical teams who are then going to become agentically empowered along the way, and what that may or may not look like, and all of the implications of that, but also the importance that it will then bring to the platform engineering role at a business level and globally. That was definitely my most enjoyable set of conversations throughout the day, and how terrified some people are of how you might need to enable non-technical people, and then how many other people are very energized by the thought of being able to do that. So that was by far my most enjoyable talk. The other thing that I think is my biggest takeaway was the number of people who all day long had the word security coming out of their mouth, and very much trying to learn the concept of what security even means in the era of AI, having to try to figure out what that actual space is, how it's going to evolve, and then the recognition globally that there are not enough best practices in place yet, and the interest that a topic like governance, that has never been the exciting topic, has all of a sudden taken, and people being very excited to talk about that. So very, very interesting how things have quickly changed.
Yeah, it's quickly moving very quickly, isn't it? The adoption rate is phenomenal. So what about the job front? Are we seeing any sort of AI agents encroaching into what normally would be, roles done by platform engineers and humans in general? Have you seen that already? Is there any kind of signs of that already happening now?
I think there are probably some teams that might be doing this and haven't actually put a name on the role yet, or are considering who's going to be taking on certain tasks. I haven't actually heard anyone say, oh no, I'm a agentic platform engineer, or that I'm agentically involved in. However, I do think it's still very early. Like, HR has to wrap their mind around what that job position even is, right? And oftentimes those folks need a bit of time to get up to speed. It doesn't mean that there aren't teams that already have people who are doing tasks that are now drastically different than what they were doing before. But I think it might take, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks in the era of AI for job roles to start to catch up in terms of how you would name that.
And Mauricio, do you feel the same as well?
Yeah, I feel that we are still trying to figure out the value of these solutions, and the problem that we have today is that most agents, at least like what people understand about like agents, are very generic and they can do a lot of things. And when you have something that can do a lot of things, it doesn't do anything perfectly well, right? So if you want to automate a very specific task, there are other ways to create agents that are much more efficient. But now, because people want to use LLM for doing whatever task, they are trying to over-engineering the solutions, and those solutions are very complex to scale and to run. So I do expect that people going into that space of automation to try first with LLMs and then just come to the conclusion that they will need way much more restricted solutions to scale the solution up. Let's say HR or like a team like that wants to automate something very specific. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how that goes. Today we have some examples on how to save some time, but you save sometimes in a place and then you lose some time, like you lose more time in other places, which is like still like the balance is not right. So we need to figure out the entire journey, which I don't think that we have done yet.
Okay, fantastic. So question for both, and I'll go to you individually. Has kind of platform engineering come at the right time? Do you think we'd have been able to cope with AI as we are now if we were just doing the old sort of classical DevOps? What do you think, Mauricio? First, go to you.
Yeah, I think that like platform engineering is definitely positioned very well because like the whole concept of having APIs like on a platform surface that consumers will use, like fits really well with what agents need, right? Like golden path that they can automatically use without like skipping kind of like all the governance around it. So I think that that's super important. I think that if you jumped into the platform engineering space, you are well prepared to like bring AI in a way that it's consolidated with the things that you already have, instead of like jumping into a whole new like space with all new tooling. So I think that, yeah, so if you learn about like how to build good platforms, you are in a very good position nowadays to adopt AI.
Okay, and same thing to you, Courtney, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with what Mauricio is saying. Frankly, AI is meant to empower people at the end of the day, not do their job for them, but empower them. That's very much what a good platform team does, is empower and enable their team. And so by nature of the actual role and what people are already doing to empower and enable their teams, it makes sense that it's the platform team that then takes on the enablement in the agentic era. That said, even if it weren't good timing, you're just gonna have to do this, right? This is, at the end of the day, it's like getting a puppy or having a baby. It's never a good time, but this is just what's happening now. And so teams are going to have to start to truly deal with that in whatever way they can. And I think one of my thoughts is, does it all have to go so fast, and should it? Maybe take a pause, take a step back, make sure that your foundation is in place, and then you'll be able to accelerate much more efficiently. And I think there are a lot of teams that kind of need to take a pause, make sure that their foundation is stable, and then they will take off exponentially fast.
Yeah, and I think that's my concern as well, that we are not allowing certain things to kind of settle down first, and for people to try them out and see how they work, and are they beneficial, are they returning value, and things like that. Maybe do you feel kind of the same as about that? Is that kind of, as you said, because of the sort of the fast pace that it's moving?
I think one is the pace, and then also we were just getting to a point where we were using Dora metrics in a way to measure things much more appropriately and efficiently, to now all of a sudden have this new thing thrown at us that I'm not sure that everybody knows exactly what to measure yet. I think that will look different for every team. I think Mauricio could probably speak much more directly to the concept of the need to now observe those friction points much more efficiently to figure out what it is that you do need to be doing. But at the end of the day, things will catch up. But right now, people are putting in context and writing their prompt and having to rewrite it and rewrite it and rewrite it to get the output that they want. And so we're still very much in a beginner stage of how to even manage the actual models that we're using, which ones to use for simpler tasks, which ones to use for more complex tasks, how to actually put in your context to get the return that you need. All of those things are going to take a little bit of time and a lot of tokens along the way.
Fantastic. And Mauricio, do you feel the same, that we kind of need to settle down on those sort of platform engineering patterns and topologies and things like that? And as Courtney said, to actually give those time to to settle in before we kind of try the next thing.
Yeah, so I think that I have like a more mixed approach. I think that like it's good to experiment and try things out. I mean, I think that like we need to go through this phase where we break things in order to figure out the right shape, because we kind of know how to build like stable platforms with more like traditional workloads. And now we have a new thing that we need to actually figure out how are we going to use it in order to bring that into more like a platform thinking and have more like standard practices on how to create like those journeys for people to use. I am super, I'm having fun like watching kind of like how people react to the mythos and fable, like retraction. Because at the end of the day, what we were trying to do is we were trying to use something, a service that a company is providing that they can change every day. And we will just need to basically adapt to that change. And that's not something that we have seen companies doing efficiently in the past, right? So what would be efficient today with new technologies like that if we haven't done it in the past? So I think that it's all about that. It's like, okay, this is a new shiny thing that we are forced to use. Fine, let's use it to experiment, and then we will just try to bring it into our like practices that we already know. So yeah, I think that like let's go fast, let's break some things, but then let's think it through and see how we can use it efficiently.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, thank you guys, both of you. I really appreciate it. It's been fantastic to catch up. Yeah, I think there's lots of stuff exciting that's happening in platform engineering space. And yeah, maybe taking it easy a little bit and kind of slowing down, chilling out a little bit, and chilling.
I always show these kind of things.
Yeah.
Have you seen that website before? Is AI profitable yet? The answer is no. And then you can see how much money each company is spending until you reach Nvidia, which is the only one that is actually making a lot of money. Where is it? Like, I don't know if I see it. Is it there? There you go. So you see, it's always like that.
Fantastic. Please share that with me later on, Mauricio. Appreciate it. Courtney, thank you very much for your time. I will try and catch you before I go. So I'm going to do a little bit of a roaming around and just finish up with same now. But I'll try and catch you before I go tonight. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'll WhatsApp you. Yeah, I have your number now, so as I say. Fantastic. All right. Mauricio, appreciate your time. You have my number as well. I know. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, same. So that was our review and our final thoughts on PlatformCon. Thank you to Mauricio and to Courtney. Off they go. There they go. And we need to wrap up a little bit because I need to be somewhere else soon as well. But I think it's been a good little quick catch up and have a little conversation around what's been happening at PlatformCon London. Yeah, DJ is still going. Very loud
Richard,
here. Very
I
loud.
really love the conversation we had with
Yeah.
Courtney, and I think this is the same discussion we had on
Yeah.
one of we've been doing it on our YouTube channel quite lately.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
there should be a overlapping strategies for the organization to have
Right.
while moving along with both platform engineering and AI. You
Yeah.
can't sit around anything with one domain. It's need to
Yes.
be overlapping on some of the stuff as well. So,
Right.
Richard,
Right.
uh,
Yeah.
just check if, before we leave if there are any booth conversation we had, then we wrap up the discussion.
Yeah. I'm trying to look, but I mean, I think everybody's kind of really wrapped up around here. So
Okay.
most people are no longer at their booths. I think this is a networking hour, but there's very little people now left at the event. I have to say, because there's been more exhibitors, it's been really, really good here in terms of turnout. Somebody said, actually, I was talking to Steve Fenton, so we can blame Steve Fenton on this statistic. He said there was more people here last year than there were this year. I would probably beg to differ because it was absolutely huge around the first break this morning, which is when I arrived, and then during lunchtime as well. And a heck of a lot more than actually what I picked up on last year. Last year it died pretty quickly, but this year there's been more book signings, more people turning up for all the workshops, for all the presentations and everything else as well. So I think there's been more people this year than there was last year. I think by the afternoon now it's died off. Don't forget that there's been record temperatures in, there goes Jim again, by the way. Hi, Jim. There's been record temperatures in the UK. In London, it's been around, I think, 35, 36 Celsius today. So it's been extremely hot. So a lot of people have, I think, left a little bit early. But nevertheless, I felt this morning at its height, there was a lot more people than there was last year. Steve could still be right. Happy to eat my words, but that was my impression from this morning.
Okay, that's good. I think we definitely, Richard, we usually do a conference roundup,
Yeah.
a real live stream as well. We'll cover it again.
Yes,
Because I
yes.
think you also learn some new companies, you might find some conversation that really useful for our listeners
Yes.
as well. Definitely be doing some review episode as well. Just have you able to hear some of the talks there? Like, is there any new trend you have heard from this conference around platform?
Not really anything new. I think a lot of this is quite repetitive, to be honest, and it's so quickly on the back of things like KubeCon and some of the other sort of smaller events. I don't think there was really anything new in the presentations. I mean, I looked at the agenda. I attended, I think, one session that I managed to do because I also had a different appointment today, so I wasn't able to be here all day. And most of them were kind of a little bit of a repeat, but they were more focused. So there were a lot more demos. There was a lot more, talking around how to do things and so on. Because it's specifically platform engineering based, I think that's kind of relatively, fair and probably expected that is going to be more, focused on that. But again, lots of AI, and as Courtney and Mauricio said, just lots of focus on that. And I think it's getting harder and harder for the organizers to be able to choose from the talk, because everybody wants to sprinkle a little bit of AI in what they're doing. But yeah, I think it's been interesting. The review that we had with Courtney and Mauricio, I think, kind of basically said it all in terms of what has been the view PlatformCon London. What's been some of the activities, some of the themes that have come out of it as well.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. And I think it continues to be a challenge as well, because in platform engineering we talk about a lot. It's covering a wide range of software development life cycle. We want to speak about DevOps, traditional practices. Is now the AI is in the mix, and I think it's become a bloated way. But I look at the platform con agenda, live, the London one. It's been widely populated with the AI being the center stage for
Yes,
the
yes,
event
exactly.
itself. And,
Yeah.
and we need to tell people a little bit about this, because isn't the event for just one city. I think this happening tomorrow in the New York as well,
It
and then
is, yeah. It's like a whole week of events. They're holding them in different cities. The conversations I had last year, some of the folks who are here are literally flying to New York overnight, so they can actually be at the New York one either tomorrow or later on in the week. I don't know what the schedule is exactly, but that was the schedule for last year, so it was quite grueling, I think, for some of the organizers to be doing that. Hopefully they've listened to their feedback and made it a little bit more staggered and made it a little bit more easier for them. But that was the idea, and yeah, they're happening in multiple cities, which is quite interesting. So, and that's a relatively unique way of actually doing things. So yeah, interesting way to approach it.
oh,
1 week,
absolutely.
but many cities. One week,
Yeah,
one event, but many cities.
and I think if you covering these events, it's going to be a lot of travel for you.
Yeah,
If
unfortunately, nobody's going to sponsor me to do that. So, any sponsors out there, I'm more than happy to take a week off work and go and do it. If you like to sponsor me, more than happy to do that. So there you go.
awesome, absolutely. So, sure, I won't take you for a for longer than usual. I know you have been in the middle of something, because, and thank you very much for
Yes.
covering wonderful ground with Courtney and Mauricio. And I can tell people both about them, because the
Yeah.
Courtney is one of the very frontal member of the platform engineering community in the
Yeah.
CNCF, and she able to look at the different wider lenses from the community perspective, from the vendors perspective, and from the builders perspective, on the
Yeah.
customer perspective as well. And Mauricio,
Yeah.
he wrote a book on I think running Kubernetes on top of platforms, something like that. He wrote some wonderful books there as well. He was a part of the Knative project. I spent 4 years there, and he's a very active member of the CNCF community as well. So the both of those representative have a very good knowledge about the subject as well. So thank you very much for both of them. So for giving us some quick views as well, because it's
Indeed.
difficult for them, because they already given some talks at the event, and picking
Yes.
them in some slot has been tougher. But
Yeah.
Courtney will be with us. Hopefully, when we start next series, or the upcoming series, he will join us, the resident co-host as well. So Richard, give us a
Well,
very
she's gotta work for it. It's not that easy coming onto the Cloud Therapist channel and Cloud Native FM channels.
that's
So
absolutely.
I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. Can I just, before I forget, can I just say a shout out to my son Esri, who is turned 7 today. So happy birthday, Esri! I love you lots. There we go.
Oh, good. I wish we have some more fun. But it's great to hear that as well. Oh, wonderful. Happy birthday. If you're listening to us on Cloud Therapist, happy birthday to you as well.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, I'm gonna have to sign off, unfortunately, because I do actually have to get back home for this evening.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you very much for being there. Thank you to Courtney, and thank you to Mauricio being on. We've kind of cut it a little bit shorter this time because yeah, it's kind of we don't want to kind of be repeating the same sort of thing that we did last year. But it's important to catch up with everything else that's been happening, to get a little bit of a perspective on things. Yeah, and we'll see how this era progresses. If anybody wants to really get a good feel of what's happened, the best thing to do is really to look at the interview with Courtney and Mauricio, and that was kind of really summed it up very well in terms of PlatformCon London.
Absolutely, and we will actually cover I think we covered two, three conference right now, and we're at the end of this 6 months to 2026, and hopefully next week or the sooner rather than later, you will see the conference out of you because we collected some very good information from London Tech Week, PlatformCon in general, the KubeCon in particular, and some of the offline conferences that Richard actually been able to participate it in there. So sooner, you don't need to go anywhere else. This is the channel, the Cloud FN, the Cloud Tour, this YouTube channel. You need to tune into it because we have to review some of the latest technology trends that will give you the future perspective of where you need to focus on for your careers. And as a vendor, you need to focus on what sort of the overlapping injection you need to build around some of the different domains happening in your in the tech sector as well. With that, Richard, we will give our viewers a little bit of the DJ views and then we wrap up the discussion. So thank you very much for tuning into the Cloud FM podcast. We have thank you again. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Yes, thank you very much, everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channels. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.